Okay, Johnny, we're at William Chase Distillery. How is it homegrown and local?
Well, they do everything themselves. It's a farm, basically. With the success of the Tyrrell's Crisps, they turned their hand into using potatoes in another way, and what better way is to distill it and have a look at the vodka aspect of it. And a potato vodka will give you a much rounder, silkier texture, so it's really quite people-friendly. Even it's got a personality. A lot of vodkas kind of neutral, as you know, and they take on the disguise of the mixer. This animal that they created here is you can shove an ice cube in that. And, you know, it's easy to drink, great texture, silky smooth, inoffensive, but it's got muscle.
Yeah.
You don't feel it.
Tell me a little bit about their kind of attitude. Are they kind of stayed in their own ways, or tradition?
Yeah, I think their attitude is let's suck it and see, let's come up with ideas, and the fact is as well that they have apple orchards here. They've got access to a lot of local stuff like blackberries and not blackberries but blackcurrants, raspberry, etc. They've got apple orchards all around. They can't even identify the apple strain. They've got some of their apple strains are 200-year-old, and they've got some new boys in there as well. So it's a mix and match thing. But the result is you know, if you're distilling apple, basically it's unaged Calvados, really, Applejack, and they're putting botanicals in their apple vodka, really. And they're turning out of gin, and as long as they obey the rules gin-wise, as in the dominant botanical must be juniper, they can throw in a few other odds and ends. And I heard hops mentioned, which is, I've never heard that before. So they're actually daring to be a bit maverick, different, you know, they're slightly tweaking the rules, and that's what they're there for, to be tweaked.
We were down in the testing room and we saw things like Bovril and peppermint tea. What's your take on that?
Well, I can pick out my favourite. I like the lemon. It came out like sherbet lemons, and that just blew me away. And the concentration of you know, whatever flavour it's taken on. I mean, we had Bovril flavour, for God's sake, and it really did smell of Bovril. So I like their. It's a bit of the alchemy. You know, the alchemists work here. You can see them going about, sitting in a lab with a pointy hats, trying to come up with something different. But I like that. It's a brave new world. And
I mean, Johnny, you're world class in what you do. Do you not turn your nose up at things like that?
No, I'm really quite open for you know, the proof is in the glass, and if somebody could do something with a twist. Okay, the old boys have been there, the Clontarf and all the old strains of vodka and gins and stuff. They've been there because they are timeless, and they've been better than the other ones they were up against in the early days. They've stuck the test of time. So there's always novelty going around with spirits, and you know, sometimes you wrap a naked lady around a bottle and it will sell. But it won't have a long life span if the content is not good. So you can sing and have all the bells and whistles going for advertising, but really the proof is in the glass. And if these guys want to hang around, which I think they do, then they've got a serious side to them. But they've got the experimental can-do, almost a kind of new world frame of mind, which Europe has kind of lost, I suppose. But they're doing it different. They're making me smile, to tell you the truth, just thinking about what was downstairs and the rose petal and all these twists and turns. Good. But the smoke vodka they did, that blew me away. And again, that's great for a cocktail barman, for example. He can do all sorts of weird and wonderful with that.
What does that mean, a smoked vodka?
Well, it's been there is a smokery quite near here as well, so they get that smoke influence through the vodka.
Yeah.
Very, very, very clever. And again, it brings a smile to my face because of the kind of, I can do that. Let's have a go at that. And we, the customer, we benefit from that. But they're geared, first of all, it's a state-of-the-art distillery that, you know, to get these coppers and the condensers and all the fittings here to make it work. It's pretty costly, so they're serious about it. They're not playing around with it.
Mm.
They are playing around with it just to make something different, but they're serious distillers. And they've actually, talking to the distiller just now, he is kind of doing things trial and error. You know, he's keeping things safe, of course, but he's doing things trial and error, and he's been told by certain distilleries that, oh, you can't do that, that doesn't work. Well, he's actually went ahead and done it, and it does work. They've just been voted one of the finest vodkas in the world in San Francisco, the best vodka in the world, potato vodka. So they're doing something right. They're
Absolutely.
also dressing them up. The presentation is super. You know, they've got, I mean, good for the Brits as well. They've got the Union Jack on the bottle, so something to be proud of.
Yeah.
So good for us.
Excellent. Thanks, Johnny.